What's good, y'all? It is your girl Veronica, and we're back with another 15 minutes with Veronica. This is a segment where I answer questions that have been submitted by my viewers. I want to say viewers, that sounds really weird, but my followers, my viewers, who submit questions to me and I answer them. And so the question I have now is, how can I become more comfortable with sex? I'm old. Before I answer this question, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and invite a friend to follow the page. Let's get these followers up, okay? So, today we're gonna look at the question, how can I become more comfortable with sex? I'm old. You know what? When we're looking at the dating scene in this day and age, uh, it is becoming more common for individuals to not be engaging in intercourse as much as they like because of their inability to find a compatible partner for intimacy, right? And so, as we begin to mature, as we begin to age, we start to realize, whoa, it's been a minute since I've had a partner or engaged in intimate connection. And so, when you're ready to actually put yourself out there and decide that you want to get back in the game, you may feel uncomfortable because it may have been a while since you've had partner intercourse or any intercourse. Because some people not only abstain, they are celibate, right? So let's just look at this. Get comfortable with sex, especially as you get older. Because this person put I'm old. It can involve so many different things, including um, making sure you're physically healthy, making sure you're emotionally well, and that mentally you are also well, right? So let's just look at a few things you can do uh, to navigate getting back into the sex game, okay? Number one, I always encourage clients to, if there is no significant history of trauma or sexual abuse or sexual assault, right? Just begin with your self-exploration. It is important for you to know your body so that you can communicate that to a partner, right? So if you do not know your body, like the things that you like, don't like, pressure, all these different things, it's going to be very difficult for you to communicate this to another person, which in turn can make sex feel kind of awkward or uncomfortable, right? So self-exploration, I just encourage you to take time to just explore your own body, right? And just figure out what feels good to you, right? I tell people masturbation is such a powerful uh, thing. It is so helpful with allowing you to reconnect with your own body, your own pleasure, and your own desires, right? And set the scene for yourself, light some candles, burn a little incense, have you a glass of wine if you drink wine, maybe have a cup of tea or a nice beverage, right? And set the stage for yourself and your pleasure, right? Because you are setting the bar for how you want other people to engage in intimacy with you as well. Also, what's important is on top of self-exploration is just educating yourself. Educating yourself about sexual health, about your body, right? About the different aspects of sexuality. This can actually help reduce anxiety, right? So we're looking at how do we make all things sex comfortable and more for you to be more knowledgeable. So like I'll put resources in the notes, but like resources, um articles, look websites or follow Instagram or social media pages for reputable people that talks about sex, the anatomy of sex, and all of these different things. Because I feel like the more you know, the less anxious you'll feel, and the more things will make sense when things are happening for you. And this is a perfect time when you're older to just learn things because your maturity is different. So you'll be able to have a different perspective and different connection to your body, right? And to the experience itself, right? And when we're looking at also, and I just want to get like the big things out the way. So, physical concerns, right? Remember, as we get older, our bodies change. And when our bodies change, this can also impact the way we function sexually. So, I want you just to, during self exploration, right? After you educate yourself, I want you to start to look at any things that make you feel uncomfortable. Like, does it hurt? Right? Does the pressure feel weird? And then talk to your doctor just to make sure everything is okay, right? Before you introduce a partner into the game, right? So explore your body, educate yourself, and then make sure you're addressing your physical health as well. Because as we get older, I just did a uh IG live with She Stories where we're looking at how menopause can impact intimacy. And let's be mindful, menopause is when the menses end, like it's done, no more. But women can be perimenopausal for up to 10 years before their period actually subsides. Right? So that means 10 years of body going through changes, hormone fluctuations, just things being different. So this is why during self-exploration, pay attention to things that don't feel like they should or as you remember, because you might want to also look into meeting with your doctor, telling them about what your concerns are, so that way you can have a healthy sexual experience that is pain-free and worry-free. Um, Also look at sensuality. I also did another IG live where I looked at this. We talked about the secrets of sensuality. I might do a full length video, informative video on that and put it under hood tales and healing paths. So wait on that one. But remember, sensuality is like beyond intercourse. Is like a attitude, it's an awareness, it's a connection, right? So it is like activities that can include erotic touching, massages, or anything that deepens the pleasure for yourself. So when we're exploring sexuality, we want to look at, even when you get partnered, you want to look at just the starting off slow. Sensual activities before sexual intercourse can also help you get more comfortable with sex, right? Because it will look like kissing and cuddling, um, playing with different things, um, just getting to know each other's body and how each other's bodies respond to each other. So, if you want to begin partnered sex, you want to also look at exploring sexuality before actually engaging in intercourse. This will provide you with a space to take away any of the awkwardness, discuss things that you like, pressure, um, this is you too. I'm trying to watch what I say. But if you decide for partner sex, do sensual activities before engaging in intercourse. I think that will also help you in this stage of your sexual development, right? And also look, when you practice sexuality, you are taking things slow. You don't want to rush yourself. You want to go at a pace that feels right for you, especially if it's been a minute, right? This is your body. This is your pleasure. So you want to, if you're doing partnered intercourse, right? You want to build trust and intimacy, right? That can also make you more comfortable with sex overall. And we want to, and this is and this is important because when we're looking at communication, you want to have open and honest communication with anyone you decide to share your body with, right? So when we're looking at exploring sexuality and taking things slow, communication is definitely a part of that. You want to be able to share your thoughts, your feelings, or any concerns that you may be having about, engaging in sex again after it's been such a long time. And this is also a good time to talk about things you might like and things you might want to try. So just look at things and from that perspective and see how that helps. And last, let's look at self-compassion. All right. I, I break up self-compassion a lot and a lot of things that I talk about because how we treat ourselves, it really shows up in a lot of things that we do, including sexual um intercourse or intimacy, all of those things. So be kind to yourself. If you've been out the game for a minute, be kind to yourself. You're trying to come back in. It's like trying to run without stretching when you're older. You cannot, when you get older, you cannot run or do anything without making sure your body's warmed up. So, in order to feel more comfortable with the experience, be gentle with yourself, be compassionate with yourself, and it's a process, right? It is normal to feel vulnerable when you're exploring your sexuality, especially after if you've taken a break or as you get a little bit more mature. But when you practice self-compassion, you give yourself the ability to say, "You know what? It's okay. I'm just gonna take things one step at a time," right? So I hope this answered your question. Remember that everyone's journey with sex is unique and there's no one right way, right? So just focus on what feels right for you and make sure your pleasure is always first as long and your well-being and your comfort. Okay? Well, that is it for 15 minutes with Veronica. I hope I answered your question. And you all continue to turn on your notifications so you can be here when the next video drops. All right, y'all. Be safe and be well.